is a 10 News Update.
Good evening, I'm Tracy Spicer. Making news tonight, another boatload of refugees arrives on our shores, abandoned by its people-smuggling crew. But the federal government's planned crackdown on refugees is under attack as inhumane. Mr Howard accused of making false statements. And huge damage in downtown Athens in the wake of a protest against US President Bill Clinton. Thousands took to the streets. I'll have the details on those stories and more tonight in 10's Late News.
And then in sports tonight, Shane Warne grips and rips in spectacular style, but Pakistan has taken firm control of the second cricket test in Hobart. A century from Inzamam Ul Haq helping the tourists to a 327-run lead with 3 wickets in hand. And Don Bradman named one of the greatest sports people of the century. Australia's legendary cricketer coming in at number 6 on a controversial list. Dawn Fraser also flying the flag. Also tonight, the Ford Open golf title. Join us for Sports Tonight after the news.
Tonight's news update is brought to you by Snoopy, now at McDonald's.
Good evening, I'm Tracy Spicer updating 10 News. The 6th boatload of illegal immigrants in the past 3 days is battling bad weather to land on Christmas Island. The government says its crackdown would see people smuggling wiped out, but opponents claim the proposals are inhumane. And American business know-how turned loose on visiting Chinese pandas. Their images now available on just about anything. I'll have the details on those stories and more tonight in 10's Late News.
After the news in sports tonight, a blazing century from Inzamam Ul Haq helps Pakistan build a big lead over Australia in the second test in Hobart. The tourists ahead by 327 runs. They have 3 wickets in hand. And Scotland's Raymond Russell has grabbed the outright lead after round 3 of the Ford Open in Adelaide. He's 7 under the card, a shot ahead of David McKenzie and Craig Parry. Also tonight's NBL and NSL, and just who is the greatest sports person of the century? Find out Sports Tonight.
This is a 10 News Update.
Good evening, I'm Tracy Spicer. As we go to air, yet another boatload of refugees battles bad weather trying to land at Christmas Island. This is the 6th in 3 days. Heavy damage in downtown Athens tonight in the wake of a huge anti-American protest. Thousands turned out to demonstrate against a visit by Bill Clinton. And a seriously ill baby boy from East Timor recovering from emergency surgery in Melbourne. I'll have the details tonight in 10's Late News.
And then in sports tonight, Shane Warne grips and rips.